Thanks for clicking the video. Really exciting time now to have Tim out from Mississippi. We're at Donkanabe Golf Course. It used to be called Nora Golf Course. Just renovated this area. Really cool place, huh?
Oh, it's awesome. I love it. This is a great facility. The greens are in awesome shape. It's really cool. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's basically like anywhere from like 60 to like 100-yard holes, and it's got a great short game area. So we're stopping by here after we did our Be Better Golf Scoring School earlier today over at Industry Hills. I'm with Tim. Tim, earlier when we played at Hartwell, you were talking about a lesson that you gave somebody that was dramatically steep. I'm a little steep, so I wanted to try to do that challenge that you were talking about. Tell me, speak loudly so we can hear, but tell me what about that play, kind of recap that guy and what you guys were able to do.
Well, he had a really steep angle of attack.
Yeah.
Okay, and then when he would hit just a little bit behind it, he would hit fat shots.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just changed, really what we did was we just changed his perception of how to have better contact in a short game. I didn't tell him how to do it. I just said, look, I want you to hit some shots for me, and I want you to see how far you can hit behind the golf ball and still hit it on the green and still hit a good shot. So by doing that, I was forcing him to shallow his angle of attack. Now, I didn't tell him how. He's a good golfer and a good athlete, so I just wanted to watch him do that just purely by changing his perception of what a good strike was. So he would come in, he'd get a little too far forward, have a lot of wrist cock, and then the club would come down and stick in the ground. So if he hit any behind it, it was a chunk, and then if he hit any too far in front of it, he would scull it across the green.
And he thought he was too shallow.
Well, when he would hit behind it and hit the chunk, that was really the shot that bothered him the most. Yep. So when he hit behind it, he felt like he needed to steepen his swing and swing more outside in to move the bottom of the swing forward. Well, when he did that, he just got steeper and steeper, so he just exacerbated the problem. So I told him, I said, don't think so much about where you're touching the ground, but think more about the angle that you're striking the ground. So just thinking more about your angle of attack. And it was pretty amazing how much better he got in literally in 5 minutes, okay? So the drill I gave him was, I was like, all right, we'll take a tee, and we'll put the tee basically at the back edge of the golf ball.
Okay.
All right, and then I want you to hit the ground at the back edge of the golf ball, and then progressively move the tee further back and just see how far back you can actually hit behind the ball and still hit it up by the flag.
All right, let's see you do that, Tim. So we're going to start with the tee right behind the golf ball.
So there's that.
Right by the flag.
All right, now I'll just move the balls forward. Okay, so now I'm going to go about 2 inches.
Still good contact, yeah.
All right, now we're going to move almost 4 inches. So obviously you can hear a little difference.
Still entering the ground here.
Right,
but,
so I'm touching the ground, we're going to go to 5 now. So this is going to be kind of borderline.
No, that was really good.
But what you'll notice is you see how the trajectory got higher?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you shallow your strike, you're going to deliver more loft.
Okay.
So when you deliver more loft, obviously the ball goes higher. So the lowest shot I hit the ground the furthest forward because it had a steeper angle of attack. It delivered less loft, and the ball came out lower and faster.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he probably struggled with high shots.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything soft,
yeah.
Kind of short-sighted, not a lot of green to work with, he struggled with. So for those of you at home that if you're not happy with your contact, pay more attention to the angle that the club's coming into the ground, more so than where the club's actually starting to touch the ground.
Right.
And so as you shallow out that strike, it gets much more forgiving and a lot easier to play around the green.
Yeah, when you hear Tim chip and when you hear guys on tour chip, the sound is blades of grass, ball, then thud into the turf.
Yeah.
When you hear somebody pour, it's like a click thud or a thud click. There's not a lot of like that sizzling grass sound.
Yeah, I mean you can definitely hear a quality strike and really tell the difference in how the ball is going to behave just by hearing it. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, stay tuned on the next video. Tim's going to give me a lesson out here. A lot of you guys know I'm kind of a steep player, so this might be one of the things we go through. But stay tuned. Click the subscribe button. You guys can see Tim over at Old Waverly in Mississippi, or contact Tim, tyelverton2002@gmail.com. Tim also is the inventor of the Be Better Golf short game scoring system. And it's available in one of these links, and we just did this thing called, that you'll hear about soon, called the Be Better Golf putting system.
Putting system.
Yeah, that we just filmed while Tim's been in California. See you soon. Bye.